What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service. Here's what I got going today. I don't know if you can read that. 2019 taxes. Yeah, I know. Going to meet with my CPA. Get them done, man. My least favorite time of the year. And mine is really not even from a business standpoint. I'm actually losing money in business. If you've been watching the channel, you know I've purchased a bunch of stuff. So I've invested a lot of personal money into the company. And I mean, it'll make it back. That's the, you know, but you gotta get started. I know I could have started with less and, you know, half wore out used stuff. And hey, if that's how you have to start, that's great. But I've been fortunate enough to be in a situation to where, you know, I had income that I could invest in the company, and that's what I've been doing. So most of you know that I'm a pastor. You might not know about this about a pastor. A lot of people have some misconceptions about tax breaks and stuff that pastors get. I have to pay a self-employment tax, just like you business owners. I have to pay a self-employment tax on every dollar that the church gives me, not only for income, but for housing allowance, which is like money, you know, for electric bill, utilities, any furniture or whatever I might buy. I can have as a housing allowance as long as it's approved in the previous calendar year by the church. And so I have a certain amount of money goes to that. So all of that gets that about 15.2% tax on it. You know, you live in a church-owned home, it's taxable, the fair rental value of it. So 15.2%. Whereas if you work for an employer, you're used to only paying half of that for Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid, whatever it is. So, yeah, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's the reality of tax. And so now, you know, I always owe every year. So even before the business, I owed every year. And I'm trying to make some adjustments with withholdings and stuff like that to try to fix that. But anyway, I didn't want to ramble on about this. The reason I started this video is simply this. You can get in some trouble with taxes. And, you know, I mean, in past years, I have done my own taxes, and I really got to thinking about what I pay for the program versus what the CPA said he would charge me to do my taxes. And I mean, it's more money for a CPA, but there's also a peace of mind that comes with that. I mean, when you're going through following the computer screen and clicking yes and no and plugging in numbers, I mean, I know there's always a potential for me to make mistakes. Now, I haven't made any intentional mistakes. Have I made some? Who knows? But, you know, I just come to the conclusion, especially with starting a business, with depreciation of equipment and all that, I don't want to rely on some kind of program to do that. I want an expert, somebody that deals with this stuff every day. And so I found me a CPA that actually does some finances for churches, does taxes for pastors, because that's it's very important. Tax laws for me are different than somebody else who is an employee of a company, even though I'm an employee of the church. And so you need a CPA that, for a pastor, he needs a CPA that understands his unique tax situation. And so that and the business, I'm a sole proprietor. It's all done under my Social Security number as of right now. Looking at the LLC, going to talk to the CPA about that. But I want somebody to do them and be done with them, make sure I get all the breaks and benefits that are entitled to me, and you know, but it's done honestly and everything's on the up and up. So you know, that's my goal. I want to be a person of integrity. That means something. It should mean something to all of us. And so anyway, going to see the CPA. We'll see how it goes. I appreciate you watching. I might get to cut some grass this afternoon. Not sure what the weather's going to do. Got a couple of lawns that I need to take care of, and one of them's a new customer. One of those bids that I did yesterday, sent the bid over 5 minutes later. Was really not the customer, it's a family member that's having this done for the customer. Sent me back a message, when can you start? So another account nailed down for the 2020 season. Excited about getting back out there and cutting grass. But anyway, if I can get some footage or something today, I'll add that onto this video. If I don't for some reason and post this as a standalone, appreciate you taking the few minutes to watch, and love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, drop me a comment. Love to get to know you. May the Lord richly bless you today. Let me show you one more thing real quick. I forgot to mention this, but if you're in this business, any kind of business for that matter, but particularly lawn care, you know the importance of equipment maintenance. Hey, there goes the lawn care provider right there, just passed by. Got a nice little trailer set up, 2 0 turns on it. So if you can see over here, this place is called American Lube Fast. American Lube Fast. About to head over there, get the oil changed in the Nissan. And guess what? When I do my taxes in 2021, this service, this cost, it's going to be written off on my taxes. Because I got a newer vehicle, I do depreciation. I've had an older vehicle, I would obviously do mileage, but with a newer vehicle, depreciation, and you get to write off your maintenance and stuff with it too. So keep that in mind. Keep receipts, keep receipts, keep receipts. All right, let me see if I can get in here and get the oil changed on this bad boy. You know what that look is? That's the look I have after doing my taxes. Oh my goodness. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Uncle Sam's gonna get his. But hey, honestly, not as bad as I thought, or not as bad as it could have been. So it actually it's gonna sound crazy, and you can't do this, you can't operate, you can't live this way, but it's good that I lost money in business on the new lawn care service this year, honestly, or it would have been a lot worse. But anyway, just I saw my CPA, so I really need to go home now and get my trailer and see if I can cut some grass. But you have to laugh at this stuff. I knew I was gonna owe. I'm kind of, part of me is just kind of being silly, but it is a reality. Man, tax time. But hey, it is what it is. It's one of those things you got to pay, and it pays to do it the right way. You know, you could cut corners and do different things, but at the end of the day, I mean, if you don't do it the right way, and especially if you get caught not doing it the right way, there's a high price to pay. So you know, and listen, people do that accidentally. That happens. I get it. I understand it. That's why I got a CPA, and hopefully everything will be on the up and up there. I'm sure it will. But you know, if you mistakenly do something wrong, that's one thing. But if you intentionally do something wrong, man, you got to think about that, and that's always over your shoulder, and you're going, man, am I going to get audited and all this? And so anyway, very happy with the folks that I went to my first year using them, and this particular individual knows how to do pastor's unique tax situation, and so I was grateful for that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here now for right this minute, and if I do get some yards today, I'll get you some footage of that. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, you'll see that back there in that back window. That's a money maker. And here we go again. Sob story. Didn't get any mowing footage. I really thought it was going to rain, and that was a big property, big, 2.25 acres, somewhere in that neighborhood. But it was a first time mow, first of the season. Took an hour, probably an hour and a half to string trim, pick up pine cones, pick up limbs. And I kept, the wind was blowing and the sky was kind of, it actually looks better out now than it has almost the whole time I've been over there. And I was like, man, I got to get done. I got to get done. So anyway, same old sob story. I didn't get any footage of it, but I'll tell you what, that's my first time putting the X1 on a trailer and taking it to a property to cut with it. The only regret I have is that I didn't buy it last year now, you know, for the last season. I love my little SD, but man, cutting on that X1 is just a whole nother level. But when you go from, you know, a mid-grade residential to a bona fide commercial mower, it just makes a huge difference. So anyway, appreciate y'all taking the time to watch, and don't forget, tax time's right around the corner. Hope y'all get some grass to mow. I got a couple of more yards that need to get done, so I'm trying to knock them out, one here and one there. But anyway, y'all have a great day. May the Lord richly bless you.